right, YouTube, you commented and I listened. You said you didn't want me walking around and you didn't want the camera up in my face. So here I am, a reasonable distance and on a tripod. Now let's get right into it. Today we're going to be talking about these two guys again and this monstrous behemoth. Now, first I want to talk about somebody else that I talked about in a previous video too, Robbie Layton. Everybody's been commenting that Rory's building him a truck, so he's going to be in the Olympics and everything. Yes, Rory is building him a truck. Like I said in my previous video, he's super busy, so the truck's not even being really built right now. And he even commented on one of my videos prior, I think like a week ago, saying that the truck is not being built for that. Now, I'm not saying that means that Robbie Layton won't be in the tow truck Olympics. You never know, anything could happen, but chances are slim and nil. Casey Liddell, everybody commented on my video when I mentioned him with his Jeep on tracks. Everybody's saying he sold the Jeep, he sold the tracks, etc., etc. Casey personally commented and said, yeah, he still has the Jeep. He did sell the tracks and he might get more later on, but he still has the Jeep. Now, with that being said, as you can see in the comment, he also said that he won't be going to the tow truck Olympics because he doesn't have the equipment that would stand up to the other guys, and he has no use for it. So chances of him building or buying an off-road wrecker again are slim. And moving on to Merlin and his sweet off-road wrecker. He posted last week a walk-around video of it. So check that out. I'm just going to do a quick rundown. I'm not going to go through it in details like he did. So if you want the details, go check out his video. Pre-war Chevy, I thought it was a Power Wagon. I think I said it in my other video, there was a Power Wagon. So I'm sorry. It's a pre-war Chevy. I think he said a 41. But he did basically make it a Power Wagon by putting it on a Ram frame. And it's got a Cummins in it, which a lot of people might think is a little too heavy for the off-road Olympics. I'm not sure. He does have some pretty big tires on it, some monstrous 44-inch boggers, so that might outweigh the weight and keep him floating on the sand. Me personally, I don't think weight is a bad thing in other aspects. Everybody's worried about weight for in the sand sinking. I'll probably talk about that later in another video. Anyways, yeah, his truck is actually called Towmater. So that's gonna probably mess me up. I've already had problems with that in other videos, saying Towmater when I meant Trailmater. So now there's Towmater and Trailmater. Towmater, Trailmater, Towmater, Trailmater. As you can see in this clip of his, he says that he's waiting for an invite.
Tow truck off-road Olympics or whatever it is Matt's putting together. I have not officially been invited to that, so reach out to Matt. Maybe he'll entertain the idea of my Towmater.
So maybe Matt should give him an invite, and it would be awesome to see a Cummins powered Chevy there. It's got a homemade boom on the back. It's a sick truck, so maybe we'll see him there. On to the next one. People have commented about him a few times, and recently Matt has had a recovery video with him, Heavy D, with his monstrous off-road wrecker. Now, if you don't know who Heavy D is, Heavy D Sparks, he's part of the Diesel Brothers. He runs the Brodozer monster truck. He does his own extreme recoveries with monstrous equipment. The video he just did with Matt is just wild. He's putting his, I think he said 45,000 pound winches. He's putting them to the test on this recovery. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. It is wild. There's lots of bent metal. One of the comments was that if Heavy D showed up with his record, he'd already win the competition showing up. I have to disagree. That thing is huge. Yes, he's got the pulling power, he's got the size, but how's he going to get down a trail? I don't think that would be, it would all depend on the competition, where and how. If it's go out into the desert and pick up a car and bring it back, yeah, he'd definitely win. If it's fit down a trail and climb a hill and fit through a tunnel, he wouldn't be able to compete. So depending on what type of situation, he'd definitely be a competitor. All right, and now time to respond to a few comments. Comment saying this, that my knowledge is kind of underwhelming. And you know what? You're correct. I don't know a lot about a lot of these trucks. I kind of started this series by accident. I've followed Eric for probably about 4 years now. I've watched maybe half of his videos. Started following Matt like a year or two ago. Same with watching kind of half his videos that come out. I don't follow them religiously. I just have an interest in it and watch a lot of the videos. I only discovered Casey probably 2 months ago. And what actually started me on this off-road record Olympics, I didn't even know they were a thing until I actually discovered Fab Rats, and it was the very first video of theirs I was watching. So his truck I don't know much about either, I will admit that. I'm trying to learn about the trucks. I'm going through and catching up on all their videos, taking notes, etc. But I just posted my first video saying, hey, I heard about the Tow Truck Olympics. What's going on? And everybody said they were great videos and I should keep doing more. So then I started doing more. And now everybody's saying, hey, you're not a professional. You don't know what you're doing. And they're right, but I just think that's funny how the internet is. Now, the comments don't bother me. I'm not getting depressed over them. I'm not getting sad. I'm not taking them to heart. I just think that's funny how you do one video and everybody says they want more. And so you do 2 or 3 and everybody goes, hey, why aren't you a professional? So it's kind of interesting how the world works like that. I'm trying to be, people enjoy the videos, getting lots of positive feedback, so I'm going to keep trying to do these videos, and hopefully they'll get better and better, as you see with the tripod. Going to go take some time and edit this video now. I think that's it for this one, and we're going to talk about some details of the trucks coming up here in the future.